Hi everyone, let's talk about the power of video. Video is really important right now in terms of content. They always say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, if that's true, then a 1-minute video is probably worth, I don't know. Oh, it says right here, 1-minute video is worth 1.8 million words. So it really is powerful. So much of what we see is what we take in. I think about my children, and if you tell them something, they don't really understand the concept, but when they get to see it, all of a sudden it sinks in and it hits home. And I want you to think about the most impactful things that really touch your heart that you come across on social media. Most of the time, there's a video. So if I think about videos that I've watched this year, I've watched the video that Benedict Cumberbatch made about the Syrian refugees, and I was like crying watching it. Video gives you the ability to communicate a lot of information in a short window of time. The video trend right now is that videos are short. People are wanting 1 to 3 minute videos in terms of just quick engagement with you, and then they'll watch a little bit longer videos, but even 15 minutes on a YouTube video is too long. I think 5 minutes is a long video on YouTube right now. So try to keep your videos short, but let's just go over a couple of statistics here for you. 4 hours per month in 2014 is how long the average person was streaming videos. 4 hours per month. That's a good amount of time. More than 200 videos are uploaded to YouTube every day. 75% of people are watching them on their phones. And 96% of Americans find video helpful when making a purchasing decision online. The thing that I love about video is that it's accessible. You don't have to have a professional videographer come and do your video. Now, I do have a video that was created by a professional videographer. I do have video that I create in my studio with lights and a nice camera. And then I also have video that I use a selfie stick, which, by the way, I think they should have named that something different so we wouldn't have to feel so stupid when we use it. I mean, you have to go buy a selfie stick. You're like, how did I get in this place? It's so ridiculous. They should have just called it like an extendable video arm or something. But anyway, those just on-the-go videos, those can be really great for engagement and for conversation. In fact, I was working with my Facebook ad team not that long ago, and that's what they asked for. They asked for casual video. They were like, your in the studio video is good. Let's get some casual video. I was like, okay, great. I walked around outside my house with my little selfie stick and my iPhone and created the video that they were looking for. So it doesn't all have to be super professional. It doesn't all have to be scripted. Sometimes I use video with a script and I use a teleprompter. Sometimes I'm just speaking on the fly as I go. It really doesn't matter in overall. Now, there might be specific videos that you'd want to do for different things. But really my goal in this is to help sell you on the power of video and how you could see this working for you. So let's talk about video platforms. For social sharing, you're looking at YouTube and Periscope. I actually think, I predict, and I could be wrong, but I predict that Periscope is going to become a big thing actually. So on Periscope, that's where people go in. It's kind of like Instagram in the fact that they go in and they just scroll down and they look at things, but they can tap into your video. So you can broadcast to people all across the country. You can talk about what's going on in your world. You can broadcast a live event. You can broadcast you could even start like almost like a podcast that you do every day on Periscope where people get on at the same time every day and they watch your message. I think Periscope is picking up. So Periscope is about live video and YouTube is about static video. So it's going to stay on there. We've got when I talk about static content versus, I can't even think of the word. Your static content is just the content that stays, and there's a term for the content that's moving, revolving content. I can't think of the word, but it doesn't matter. Just if I say static content, that's what I mean. It's something that's staying there. It's landing. It's searchable by Google. It's going to be on there. So YouTube is going to be around for a while. YouTube actually has 4 billion users. So it's more users than Facebook. It's actually, YouTube has more users than any platform combined. And it's a great place for people to be able to watch you and engage with you, get to know you a little bit better. You know, when they watch one of your videos, your other videos will show up on the side so they can keep clicking through. At the end of your videos, you can add on a little thing that talks about, hey, if you like this video, go ahead and like it, share it, and then go over to our website. That's where all the chat happens. You can do that to drive people to your website. And I actually think, and this is, I don't have stats on this, this is just me, I think I'm more likely to click on someone's website after watching a YouTube video than I am after watching after reading a post. I really feel like I watch the video and they click, you know, they tell you click like, subscribe, and then come join us over here. This is where the after chat happens. I'm like, oh, okay. And that's more likely for me to cause engagement. So that's the social portals for video. Now you can do like 15-second videos on Instagram, so I guess we could add that on there too, but it's really short. So next is, where are we going to do video storage? So there's 3 places that I would recommend for video storage. One of them is YouTube, one of them is Vimeo, and one of them is Amazon S3. And I would order those in terms of visibility and engagement. YouTube will by far get you more visibility and engagement than any of the other ones. Vimeo, it got started during a time when when YouTube only let you post short videos. You couldn't post like hour-long videos. So we started using Vimeo to post longer videos. Now that's changed, and so their engagement has really died down. But you can post on Vimeo, and they do have a community there so people can look and watch your videos. I don't get a lot of outside views other than just people that I actually send there to an actual Vimeo link. Then, but I would say, okay, so sometimes you want video that people are not really going to see that often. Vimeo is a good place for that. And you can password protect. So I would put, like, for example, here's a good example of something I would host on Vimeo. If you did a recording of a training that you were doing to your team in your downline and you didn't want everyone seeing it, Vimeo is going to be a better place to store it, where you can just give them a link and they can go and watch it. Now, Amazon S3 is when you do not want anyone having access to it unless you have specifically given them permission, because no one can find your Amazon S3 videos at all. It is like a hidden storage closet in the internet world, and you then have to go and put it onto like a website. So you'd have to embed it into your website. You can put it into, I use Amazon S3 for things that are in my my membership site. I can put them on, store them for backup on Amazon S3. So Vimeo, if you don't want to build like a specific website page that's password protected, but you want a video that's not likely to be found, then Vimeo is a great place for you. So that's storage. Now let's talk about live streaming. Live streaming is really powerful. If you've got an event going on, in fact, I'm doing an event like this next year, 2016, where I'm doing an event. I'll probably have 50 to 75 entrepreneurs in the room, but I'm teaming up with these guys who host these amazing online events. We'll have 2,000 to 3,000 people that are tuning in to the actual event. So it's powerful. I mean, it really is powerful to live stream your events. So Google Hangout is a great way to broadcast if you're having a conversation with a few people and it's just us computer to computer. So the video quality is not super awesome for Google Hangouts, which is why I'm recording in a webinar platform right now versus being on Google Hangout, because the video playback afterwards is higher quality in a webinar than it is on Hangouts. But Hangouts allows you to screen share. You can invite 10 people into a room. You can all train together. You can have a conversation. So it is really a powerful tool. And then it posts on, it posts on Google Plus that you're broadcasting. You can post it on all your other social media places. People can just jump in. It's great for broadcasting. It's not great for lead generation. So if you want to actually generate leads, I recommend a webinar because they have to register first to get into the webinar. However, there's another thing to think about. And I'm trying not to overwhelm you with information. If you have any questions, ask on the Q&A call. When you're just meeting someone brand new, they do not know you at all, and they just are wanting to have a first interaction with you, they're more likely to first interact with you on a live stream where they don't have to commit to giving you their information than they would on a webinar. The more commitment you're asking for, the more committed they have to be in order to follow through. So if you just want to broadcast your message out there and get other people to engage with you, Periscope and Google Hangouts are going to be better than a webinar. But if you want to actually talk to a group of people who are interested and you want to convert them into sales, then a webinar is going to get better than a Periscope or a Google Hangout. Hope that makes sense. Okay, Livestream and Ustream are both great services for if you're wanting to broadcast a live event. Webinars and Google Hangouts are not great for broadcasting a live event because you're not using cameras. It's just through our little webcam. But if you really want to take a live event and broadcast it in a way that is going to look really professional, then Livestream and Ustream are both good results for you there. Okay, homework for this one. I actually want you to think about how can you make video work for you in your business, because it is so powerful. Maybe you are a home decorator, okay, and you're going to do little short videos. I want you to think of HGTV, like the shows. Fixer Upper is one of my favorite shows. My little 3-year-old is like, Mommy, no Fixo-Uppo. He hates it, but I love Fixer Upper. So think about that. It's personality, it's watching projects, it's before and after. Film some footage, break it down into a 90-second video or a 5-minute video if you're going for something a little bit longer, and people will engage with that. They really will engage with that. If you're a speaker, coach, expert, author, take little segments from your content and make them little 90-second teaching principles, power tips. Here's a power tip for you today. 90-second video, great way to engage. If you are product-based, like you sell let's say you sell a health product that is going to make people look and feel better. What if you were to give little videos on health principles and then the product that would support that? For example, you could do a video on why it's so important to eat good nutrition and how supplements enhance your nutrition. You could do a video on how to feel good on the inside out. Lots of little different types of videos you can do. Let's say that you sell let's say you sell wedding dresses, okay, apparel, wedding dresses. Well, you could do interviews of brides who are finding their perfect dress and talk to them. Think about what's that show, Say Yes to the Dress. Do little mini Say Yes to the Dress episodes where the bride comes in, she talks about what she's hoping to find in her wedding dress, and then you show her trying on a few dresses, you show her getting that face, or she's like, this is the one. You could do that and create engaging video, because every bride will then go and share that with all of her people to show that experience, because we are so socially engaged. So they're going to want to show that experience to their people. If you're a photographer, do a little video that shows the family shoot and then tag that person, and that person will then show that video to all of their friends and family that shows the photo shoot that they just did. You can interview people. I have people, when I go to events, people will pull me over and they're like, hey, can we do a quick video together? And they'll do this little 90-second interview, ask me 3 questions, and then they use that and they tag me to get more people on their social media following. So there's a lot of ways that you can use video. Your homework for this one is to decide how are you going to use video and make your first video. Have fun!